back to Grumpy Old Men, episode 17. We've made it to 17. I am Eric.
And I am Tim, and I can't believe we put up with each other for 17 weeks. So I'm glad we like each other. So
I think it's been like 19. We just skipped a few weeks. We had some things going on. That's all right.
This is true. You've went on vacation, and you went on a little work vacation. So hey, that's good.
Nobody's watching this shit anyway. It's fine.
Well, I know it's just us talking. We get a few. Actually, I do get a text from time to time from a couple of friends. So you okay? I'm all caught up on the episodes, like they've been out of town or whatever, and they're like, "You need to ask Eric this, or you need to do this," and I'm like, "Okay." So I may ask you.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can remember some of those, I'd love to hear about them. So, Belmont Stakes. Stakes. We picked the winner again. Man, we should start actually putting real money on this. We
should. But football season, what are we in June? We got July. College football starts the end of August, and then pro starts a week later in September sometime. So guess what? We'll have, for all y'all that bet on college football or pro football, I can't say I condone or may or may not have ever done that.
This is not gambling advice.
No. Do not. This is not necessarily gambling advice, but we will see how well we do on picks. So that will be upcoming. We'll figure out some sort of format and make a couple of college and pro picks a week and see where we stand.
Yeah, and I'll Venmo you some money because it's illegal to do that in Missouri.
Yeah, I know. We need to find some. So somebody's watching this in Las Vegas. Please send us an email.
Well, two states either side of me, Illinois and Kansas, it's legal to have FanDuel and DraftKings and Better and all those. Missouri doesn't allow it. So if you have a Missouri address, you can't sign up for it.
I know. Georgia's the same way, and I'm so damn mad. A couple of the states around us can do it. And I'm like, this is a crock of shit. Everybody's doing it. Just goddamn do what you got to do. Get your little cut out of it, and let us gamble on football.
That's right. It's like pot. Everybody's smoking pot, so legalize it. They're finally doing that, right? It's the same thing. If people are going to smoke pot, that's again, right? Let's just dive right into gun control. If you can make guns illegal, that's fine. The people that are going to do the crimes are still going to find a way to get the guns. It doesn't matter.
That's true. Man, you are 100% correct. You can't legislate or when somebody is, oh damn, I got a wasp flying around in here.
But, I know. I feel. Oh man, it's not a wasp.
At least you ain't got a ladybug. Sorry,
I was looking at a stink bug. The stink bug was the last time, but yeah. I mean, those kids that are walking to schools and shooting up people, they'll find a way to do it, whether they have a gun laying around the house or not. It doesn't matter.
Let's just like the Denver Nuggets won the NBA championship, and what they have is shooting at the damn party.
I saw that. Was it 9? Was it 9 injured or killed?
No, I think I saw 8 or 9 that were injured. I don't know if anybody passed yet. That could have changed, but I just think they were shot. A couple of serious, but I don't think anybody has passed away as of yet. Could be wrong, but
again, it's not the guns could be illegal. They're still going to have them.
Exactly.
So we might as well keep them legal so that the people who want to defend themselves actually have a way to.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have to go to the damn, have boating accidents and shit. So,
Yes. Damn. Yeah. I wouldn't have to hypothetically not have any. Yeah.
Exactly. Man.
All right. So can you remember anything that you want your friends / followers?
Oh yeah, I can. I actually got one. I actually got one in a minute, but I need to lead into it now that now I'm thinking off of mine. I actually don't have notes today. I'm kind of.
Oh damn.
I know, which is surprising. I normally do. But did you see a couple of things? Did you see the New York Times reported that, as a journalist, as somebody that should be, you should be seeking the truth. We know they don't do that anymore. They reported that, Target, did you see where Target had to evacuate some stores in like 5 states over the weekend?
No, because of riots?
No, because of bomb threats. So I think it was like Oklahoma, New York. There were 4 or 5 states where they actually had to evacuate stores. And of course, the New York Times comes out with this article talking about, all because of the pride shit and the LBGTQ A B C D E F G BS. That
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is it AI or is it IA? It was IA.
Yeah, it's IA. It's IA. You're right.
The IA they added. Okay.
They added. But they made it sound like it was, all us rednecks and all us dummies that, disagree or don't necessarily see eye to eye. We're calling them bomb threats. They forgot to leave out the part that it was the fucking damn trans community that called in the threat because they were caving to normal people saying you should pull that shit off the shelf. So it's basically somebody within the trans community or the LGBTQ community that called into bomb threats. But they omitted that part.
Well,
That's why
look,
nobody trusts them sons of a bitches.
you can't say that.
Yes, I can. Nobody trusts CNN, Fox
Oh,
News,
the
ABC.
news outlets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about trans people. You can't do that.
Oh no, I wasn't saying.
But so
I could say that too if we
I
wanted
guess
to.
you could. You could. I don't have anything against them. Just don't push it on me, right?
But,
And that's where. So I'll use that to segue into. I was watching something the other day where they were talking about. I walked into I've been into a Target and I've been into a Walmart thousands of times. Okay. Not once have I ever walked out with little boys' underwear. Not once have I ever walked out with lingerie for myself. Not once have I ever walked out with a girl's bathing suit for myself. So just because it's in the store doesn't mean it's going to turn me into something that I'm not.
no, 100% agreed. But I think where most people get so mad and get so angry is, again, I don't give a damn what you do. As long as
Mm-hmm.
you don't force it on me or anybody else and you start changing policies to meet the damn needs.
Yeah. And I think it was the footprint inside of Target, like how big they made the section that was upsetting people.
Yeah, and it was right at the front door when you walked in too, which, I mean, that's neither here nor there, like you said. They can have that shit sitting on the rack hanging off the damn rafters if they want to. I'm not going to buy it, but
yeah, there's a giant Pepsi display for like the Super Bowl, and I'm a Coke fan. I'm not gonna be like, oh, close Walmart down because there's a giant Pepsi display inside the front door. Like, what? I hate people, man.
yeah, well, you saw in I think it was Burlington, Massachusetts, too, where they did some of the parents. Is that a middle school? Some of the parents got together and they ripped all the pride banners down and started chanting USA and said those were our pronouns. We ain't putting up with this shit no more. They're just trying to cause a race war.
That's it.
We're not going to have a civil war, black and white, or north and the south. It's going to be the normal people versus the whatever you want to be people.
Thank you. Everybody's normal. Everybody's normal.
For those of you that don't know, one of our shows got flagged as being we had violated community standards. So
what happened when you put it back up?
I actually changed the name and a few things, and right now it's still running.
That's it. They have keywords they're looking for.
So
yeah, you're right. The Civil War is going to be groups against groups. It's not going to be normal against abnormal. You can't do that. But yeah, I mean it really is. And just like again, just like when
oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, just like when, the Ferguson stuff happened, or, any of that stuff, the people who really have some valid reasons to say about it and are really protesting it, are doing peaceful protests outside of city halls and stuff like that. It's the people that need an excuse for violence are the ones that are looting and stealing shit and burning buildings down and idiots ripping down freaking pride flags. They just want trouble and they want attention. That's it. That's all they want.
No, you're correct. But we can, I mean, I don't care. They can't define what this is. What, they've got what's the term? A cis male now or a cis female or whatever the case may be. They keep adding terms, but it's still male or female. You can either have children or you can't. If you've got the organs, the reproductive organs to have a baby, you're a female.
True. I believe that. If you're a male and you want to identify as a female, fine. Go do it. Go do your thing. Go be fabulous, right? But just don't come up to me and tell me that I have to be that way or my kids have to be that way. That's fine.
Well, and don't go making us, we got to change curriculums and we got to change this bullshit to make my damn 6-year-old daughter or granddaughter just sitting in school able to check out a goddamn book that shows, Johnny and Stevie, having sex in the bed or whatever the case may be. That's too damn young. They don't need to be doing that shit. And they doing that shit all the time.
I know. They shouldn't be pushing the curriculum on them. I believe that 100%. If the parents want to educate their children on that stuff, fine. That's fine. I shouldn't. We can't teach about Jesus in school.
Oh, that's the problem.
But we can. We used to stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Can't do that anymore. I mean, good Lord. we got rid of
So
we got rid of Jesus, but
so
we're pushing all the stuff that Jesus says is bad.
right. So now that's funny. So what's your? You mentioned Jesus. So what's your biblical? This is going to lead to one of the questions. This kind of leads to one of the questions somebody asked me. What is your biblical worldview? Do you have a biblical worldview?
I believe in God. I believe he exists. I believe he is a part of my life. I don't go to church. I don't practice going to church. I
Well,
mean, I
going to churches, I mean, yeah, you're supposed to, it says gather together, but that religion, I'm not a big fan of religion because religion is what separates you from God. It's not religion, it's relationship.
I believe that. You want to hear a very dark religious joke?
Sure, why not?
I mean, this could get us kicked off of
Hey,
YouTube.
wait a minute, is God going to strike the video down?
No, this is just a joke I heard on TikTok, and he very well might. What's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus?
Uh-oh, I don't know.
Only takes one nail to hang a picture of Jesus.
Lord, please forgive him, for he knows not what he does.
I saw there's a people I follow on TikTok, dark humor jokes, and they told that, and I almost died laughing. It's not funny, but it's whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway, moving on.
But I think some of the views that I have and all are based on the biblical. I mean, do you believe? You said you believe in God. Do you believe Jesus is coming back?
Didn't you already do that once?
No, we didn't do that one.
What
Do you believe Jesus is coming back?
he came? we- What happens at Easter? He died for
Easter?
our sins, and then he came back. Right, 3 days later.
No, he arose from the grave and ascended into heaven. But there is a biblical teaching that Jesus at some point is returning to, or the Bible teaches that he's returning to earth.
That'd be cool.
So, well, I mean, it says in Matthew, he'll step foot on the Mount of Olives. It'll cleave east to west. He'll walk through the Kidron Valley through the Eastern Gate. So,
I do I believe it? Sure,
yeah.
why not? That'd be awesome. I'd love to see it. That'd be cool. I don't not believe it either. I don't.
Well, I think some of the things. See, I look at a lot of things through spiritual eyes. And I'm not saying I'm all the spiritual person, but there was a long time ago. I said a long time ago, I had a drug problem. I got drugged to church on Sunday morning, drugged to church on Sunday night, drugged to church on Wednesday. My grandfather was the chairman of the deacons, so he had keys to the church. I went when I didn't want to go. But anyway, but there was a point in time I was like, all right, God, somebody's got to be right and somebody's got to be wrong. What's right and what's wrong? So I actually went on a several year journey that opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. I mean, I just find it very curious that we're talking about the trans and the lesbians, that they picked the rainbow as their symbol, considering God gave the rainbow as his symbol as a covenant demand that he wouldn't flood the earth again.
That I didn't know. I need to read the Bible.
Yeah, you do need to read the Bible.
I need I know these exist, like the 20th century version, like where the thous and the arts aren't in there, where you can actually understand it.
Well, I do understand that from okay, I need this to make a little sense. But the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, the New Testament was written in Greek, Koine Greek, and some of the original words and meanings, and you lose some of it in the translation, but then you also got to be able to translate it. So, I mean, I do get the word "thou shalt not do this" and "withers" and "for heretos" and "furthermores" and all that. It can get a little confusing, but
Yeah.
it's like I said, it's funny to me. I don't think it's coincidence. I mean, I think I actually think that it's evil. I think it happened for a reason. I think Satan is. I mean, I'll put it out there. I believe in God. I believe in Satan. If there's a God, there's got to be a Satan. There's got to be a devil.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think they picked the rainbow. Not that somebody sat there and said, "Oh, let's pick the rainbow because of this," but I think spiritually, Satan may have did that and allowed that to happen.
Maybe.
And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just find it very coincidental.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to read up on this a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can talk. We can definitely talk biblical stuff. So I spent
I
years.
saw, I think it was Bill Burr. Bill Burr, you know Bill Burr, the comedian.
Hmm.
He was saying how he resents. He said, "I resent this whole getting accepted into heaven bull crap." He said, "This is absolutely horseshit. You made me. You made whores. You made me bad at math, and now you're going to judge me when I get to the gate to say how I lived my life. It's your fault, man. You started this whole thing."
Yeah, but they gave you free will. You
That's
get to
true.
choose. And I always have this argument, but I always have this conversation. People always say, well, like you said, you made me this way. Why do I do it? Or this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, we got two options here. We either believe or we don't believe. But so let's just say, for the sake of the argument, is the Bible's true. I believe it's
Okay.
true, but let's just say for this one side of the argument, the Bible's true. Um, so if you live if you got to believe on Jesus and accept Jesus, then you get into heaven. Well, and then somebody comes along and says, "Well, I don't believe that," and I'm like, "Okay, but okay, if you live that way and you accept Christ, what I'm trying to get at is what's the alternative? So either I can live that way and not accept Christ, and there is no heaven and hell. Okay, then I just lived a pretty decent life, or I believed in something that maybe wasn't true. Versus, oh no, I don't believe it, and then I wind up in hell. I guess what I'm getting at is, why don't you just believe it and accept it, and then if it isn't true, at least you had the chance to get there.
Yeah.
Versus your ass ain't going at all.
Yep. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It's like, it's like it's a gamble. Like, wouldn't you rather gamble that there is and then just not make the bet
But exactly,
and not have a chance at winning?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
100%. Yeah, I don't understand people who are like atheists. Like, there is no God, there's no heaven or hell. It's just you die, that's it. Right?
so. How can you?
But I
Okay,
guess
I
you
mean,
do I guess you take the chance of going to hell if it actually does exist.
what you are taking a chance to go in there. They're not buying a lottery ticket. Look at it like a lottery ticket. Okay, I'm gonna buy a lottery. You can't win the lottery unless you got a ticket in there.
That's true.
If you don't buy
Right.
one at all, you damn sure ain't gonna win.
So yeah, so when I buy that $50 scratch off every morning, either I'm winning money or I'm losing $50. So either I'm going to heaven or I'm going to hell.
But if you don't buy the ticket, you going to hell for sure. If it's
That's it.
if it's true. So,
Or go
but
to purgatory.
yeah, that's in between heaven and hell, as Catholicism teaches. See, you knew that.
What happens? What happens
Did you
there?
did you grow up in did you grow up in Catholicism?
So my mom was very anti-church because of some things that happened to her at church. My dad didn't practice, but my stepdad, very big, huge. He would go to Catholic mass twice a week. He every morning read from his Bible, read from his AA book, and start his day. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he was shit. He's had to be 50 something years sober. Um, but yeah. I mean, I was raised around it. I mean, I knew of it. Um, and just from life and experiences, I know what purgatory is. I mean, I've never read the Bible cover to cover. I've read from it, never read it cover to cover. Um, but again, I believe there's a God. I believe that He is taking very good care of all of my relatives up there, and that He allows them to come see me whenever they want. And I will be up there someday with them. I just don't. I'm not. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not practicing. I practice, so I'm not. I'm not an Orthodox Catholic.
right. You're not a practicing Catholic, is what you would say. You're not. You don't go to church or whatever the case may be. And
No,
practice Catholicism.
right.
But
But I mean, I do things in my life a certain way because I believe there's a God.
oh, right.
I don't do a lot of things in my life because I believe there's a God. I live my life. I would say I live my life godly. I just don't practice.
Well, again, the practicing part, people get hung up on, oh, you got to go to church and religion. See, I think religion is what. No, don't get me. I mean, there are good things about going to church and having the communion and the fellowship with people, but sometimes religion can get in the way. It's not religion; it's relationship.
No, you're right.
So
You're right. That's like when they don't talk about on a first date is religion or politics, right? Because that's just going
exactly.
to cause an argument, and that'll end that relationship right then and there.
But you got to have that conversation before you get married. So for any of y'all that are getting married or dating anybody, or but you have to have those conversations
Of
before
course,
you
just
know.
not at the pasta dinner the very first time you
Oh,
meet each
exactly.
other. At least get to know each other first, so that maybe there can be some compromises on those things farther on down the line, right?
Yep.
Um, That's what we need to bring Destiny in. Politics. Oof.
Yeah, we definitely. I'm ready for her to come on. She's got some good conspiracy theories, but well, getting back to that, I do look at. I guess I'm a little slated on the worldview because I do believe that. I mean, I believe in the Bible. I believe that Jesus is coming back according to the Book of Revelation. So I think certain things are happening, are to bring about that scenario. You know, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But I
Who
think
knows?
the
only thing that's going to tell you whether you're right or wrong is time. That's it.
Exactly.
And by the way, the first time and only time I ever voted was with my daughter Destiny, and it was the year Trump was running against Biden. I voted for Trump. She did not. It's going to be an interesting conversation. Only because, I'd actually like to have that conversation with her. I know why she voted for Biden, but I'd like to know how she feels about her vote today.
Yes, we need to have that. So why did she vote for Biden? Are we going to let her tell that story?
We can let her tell it. Can let her tell it.
I'm curious.
But yeah, so no, that'd be a great topic to have. She would speak very clearly and educated on that topic. She's going to throw out some other bullshit, maybe some stuff that she just heard, because she's very, very vocal about things. But yeah, I think she could. I think we could go. Good Lord, we could probably kill a whole 2 hours on that if we brought it up and let her speak on it.
Oh well, good. Bring her on.
I'll invite her next week. I'll tell her that she can come here. We can just sit together on the damn microphone. I don't care.
Yeah.
If she doesn't want to do it from her house, but yeah, we'll see. I'll tell her next week and we'll record it.
Cool. That'll be interesting. But I mean, because you saw where Joe Biden is having Pride Month at the White House, and he hung the rainbow flag in between the two United States flags. Did you see that?
No. I'm sure he didn't hang a fucking thing. Somebody hung it, but he didn't.
Well, no, you are correct. This son of a bitch can't even walk up a flight of steps.
He can't even walk across a damn stage at the Air Force Academy.
No shit.
What'd they say? There was something on the ground that he tripped over.
Yeah, if you see the picture at the bottom of his shoes, he's got them orthopedic shoes to fucking help you balance and walk. He's got like platform shoes. There is no way in God's green earth that this son of a gun is running the country. He's sitting there eating ice cream and bonbons.
No, everybody else is running it for him, and he's just out there reading from a teleprompter and screwing it all up. I saw a political ad for a black guy the other day. He was running against Biden because everything he said was anti-Biden stuff. So I don't know if he's a Democrat going to run against him. No. Biden automatically gets a nomination, right? Because
he don't automatically. He don't. It's normally the sitting president. If you're running again, of course, that's the nomination of the party, but it's not automatic. They could pull him and run somebody else. Because I don't think Kamala. They damn sure don't want Kamala to be vice president. So there's mumblings about running Biden and somebody else as VP. Because
it don't matter. He's not going to win. He's not going to win regardless. I think, and if they can pull the nomination, I think they should if they want to stand a chance. The Democratic Party.
Well, the only way. Let's put it this way: if Joe Biden runs again and wins, you can't tell me this shit ain't rigged.
Oh yeah. No, I will be 100%. I'll be the conductor of that fucking conspiracy train. I will be.
Because there's no damn way he could win a fair election.
No, I'll put on the hat, the whole 9 yards. Coming down the track. Let's figure this shit out. Ain't no way he won fair. Here we go.
I mean, they already got video of Michigan. I mean, they produced a video of Michigan stuffing, unlocking ballot boxes and shit. But then anyway, that's water under the bridge. But there's no damn way after the shit he's pulled, he gets reelected if it's fair. If it's not rigged.
No. Absolutely not. No, I'm just hoping Trump gets back in office. We can have 4 more years of hilarity and a good run country.
Well, like we said before, it's a business. Trump's a hell of a businessman. You might not like his mean tweets, but I saw. You saw today where he's getting indicted in Miami, right, on some federal charges.
Of course he is. They're throwing everything at him to see what
exactly.
Sticks.
But he actually made the comment. He said, he actually calls it this witch hunting that the Joe Biden administration is doing. He said, you've opened up a can of worms because if I get reelected, your ass is grass. He basically, and not so uncertain, said, I'm coming for you, bro.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Oh,
You're gonna throw this?
I would too.
Yeah.
But he said we're going to elect a special prosecutor. I'm going to appoint one, and he's going to come after the whole Biden crime family.
I would just, I would pardon every person that's ever made a threat against Biden.
Fucking
Oh,
shit, it's great.
gosh,
So,
I
but
can't. It is. It's great. It's great. It's great for comedy. But again, I get he's a businessman. He might be a misogynistic piece of shit that doesn't know how to speak and doesn't know how to filter his mouth, but he can run a business, and that's what the U.S. needs.
oh, exactly. Your
This
pocketbook
business
was way better when he was there. But see,
is
I'm not sure. I'm more worried about him getting a nomination from the Republican Party because now you got DeSantis in the ring, and you're going to end up people splitting and all this other bullshit. So it's all fucked up. It's just jacked up.
But okay, so just to be clear on the process. So you have the debates and you get, don't they vote to see who gets to run? And if you win, they can still not give you the nomination?
I
Like
mean,
in the
they could.
primaries, right?
Yeah, I mean the primaries. They have the primaries, and then they do certain things. Of course, whoever's getting the most popular, the most votes in the primary, the most money coming in, which Trump ain't got to worry about that. But you can still. It could get down. It's gonna get down to either Trump or DeSantis being nominated. In my damn opinion, why don't they just damn join forces? One be the president, one be the vice president. That's what needs to happen.
You want to see a landslide victory? Good Lord,
Yes.
you throw Trump and DeSantis on the same ticket?
Yep.
Woo wee.
And they're sitting there jabbing at one another. I'm thinking, dude, y'all just need to because just think about it. If Trump was president and DeSantis was VP, hell, Trump can't run but one more, but run, be there.
He
for
can't
four
run
more
again.
years.
So
Right?
DeSantis knows he's getting the nomination in 4 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you got another 4 years of another 8 years of DeSantis probably.
Right. Wait.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a great trivia question. Can a former president run as vice president
You know what?
if they haven't fulfilled their term limit?
I'm not. I'm. They probably could.
We need to look this up right now. I want to know, like, could a vice president? Yeah, like if Trump wanted to run and said, "All right, DeSantis, fine, you run for president, I'll be vice president." Can he do that since he used to be president?
He can because he hadn't fulfilled his term in office. So
Can a former president become a vice? It's the very first thing. The 22nd Amendment to the Constitution states the president cannot serve for longer than 2 terms. We knew that. The 12th Amendment states that an individual cannot run for vice presidency if they are not eligible to be president. So that means he can be.
He can be, but only for 4 years.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, now we know.
Because, and I get that because if something were to happen to the president and then the vice president assume, he of course
Right.
he steps up, then yeah, he's serving more than 2 terms.
I'm sure they could throw a clause in there. Who's the Speaker of the House these days?
Who is it? McCarthy. Yeah. He's a turncoat too. So most of your Republicans aren't Republicans. They just
but he gets it if Biden and Harris go down.
Correct. He had Biden right where he needed him with the debt ceiling bullshit, and he caved like a goddamn wet puppy dog.
Who's after the Speaker?
You got the president, the vice president, Speaker of the House. Then I think it's the Senate the guy that's over the Senate.
Senate Majority Leader?
Yeah, then I had to go down and look. He's like 4th or 5th. Look up president.
Presidential succession.
Should be president, vice president, Speaker of the House. Then is it the Senate Pro Tem or Senate Majority Leader?
Why isn't there just a list? Can I just see the list? Vice President. First Lady? What? No, that can't be. That's not. Wait, no, I know that's not right. I know it's Speaker of the House. President. Here we go. All right, so it would be President. Oh, after the Speaker, it's the Secretary of State.
Ah, okay.
No, wait. Sorry. Vice President, Speaker of the House, President pro tempore, so the Senate, Senate, then the Secretary of State, then Treasury, Defense, then the Attorney General, then the Interior, Agriculture, Commerce, Labor. Who's the last guy? Secretary of Homeland Security's last on the list. After him, we just go nothing.
And he's last on the list because you didn't have that department until after 9/11 happened. So.
Right. Yeah. So the Secretary of Veterans Affairs used to be last in line.
So okay, I was right. I said the Senate Pro Tem. So
I'm learning some names though, in case you ask me. Anthony
okay,
Blinken, Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury. Do you know these? Do you know all these? Let's
I
quiz
don't
you.
know. No,
All
I
right, let's
don't
see how
know
many
all
you
of them.
know. Let's see how many you know.
Okay,
So Speaker of the House, you knew that one.
there's
Who's the
McCarthy.
Senate pro tempore?
Is it Chuck Schumer?
It's Patty Murray.
Okay,
Secretary of State,
Kerry.
Anthony Blinken.
Oh, Kerry. That's right. He was. That's right. He resigned, and my bad. Kerry
I'll just
resigned at
say
this
no
point.
and give you another chance. Secretary of Treasury.
Oh shit, that's a lady. That's a damn.
Mm,
It's a lady.
mm-hmm.
Damn it,
I'll give you that one.
Carol something.
Janet
Janet. I know it's a woman.
Yellen.
Yeah, we just
Jan-
talked about her.
Secretary of Defense,
Oh shit, I have no idea.
Lloyd Austin. Do you know who the Attorney General is?
Fuck no.
We should know this with all the fucking Merrick Garland. All right, we'll do like 5 more. Secretary of the Interior.
We don't need to do any 5 more because the only other one I know is who's Secretary of what's the transportation? Budapest or Buda Judge?
Yeah, Buttigieg.
Buttigieg? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I know that one.
Hey, Secretary of Housing and Urban Development just has a fun name. Marcia Fudge.
Oh.
Mrs. Fudge. Mrs. Fudge is in charge of the HUD. What's this little A after it mean? Secretary of Labor with an A. Acting officers whose prior executive branch appointment required Senate confirmation are not included in the line of succession. So if their branch appointment required Senate confirmation, they are not eligible to be in the line of succession. So it would skip over them. There you go.
Well, shit. I thought half of them departments got to have it.
And if you're not natural born, if you're a naturalized citizen, you get skipped over as well. So the Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm, cannot be president because she's Canadian. And the Secretary of Homeland Security is Cuban American, Alejandro Mayorkas. We're just learning all sorts of shit today. Well, that's cool. Hey, look, it's shit I didn't know before we got on this call. If you're not a natural born citizen, you can't be. Can you be president if you're naturalized?
No, I don't.
I guess that would be the reason why then, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not natural born,
yep.
That's why there was so much
shit about Obama being born in Kenya.
Thank you. I was trying not to use the word shit. What's it? Not conspiracy. What's the damn word, man? Help a brother out. My vocabulary's broke. It's only Tuesday.
There's so much pushback and
controversy.
Controversy. Okay.
That's the one. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll be here all week. If you have any other things.
You're welcome.
That's right. It's been a while. My brain got fried down in Florida. Anyway, man. So what else? You got anything else? You got? Did you ever ask the question?
Yeah, he was asking. The question was, what's your biblical view on this?
Oh, he had okay.
He had a biblical view on. He's kind of like me. I look at the world through biblical eyes sometimes to say this shit's coming.
And again, I'm not practicing, but I believe that Jesus is out there and he has helped me through a lot in this world for sure.
I need to bring you back. They actually asked ChatGPT what they asked it to write a sermon or write a dissertation of how AI is going to play a role with the second coming of Christ. And it was pretty enlightening that the fucking computer came up with that. So,
well, and you got to think of all the data that's pushed into that ChatGPT computer, right? It's got the Bible in there, right?
Yeah,
so it probably used some of that.
It used a lot of that.
Sure. Yeah. So that's actually, that'd be really cool though, to see like, what is that? Like, where's that held? That in, you know what I mean? Like, where's the mainframe? Where's the ChatGPT brain?
Yeah. Where's basically the supercomputer, the central nervous system of that thing? Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be like one of them old timey ones with the spinny, like in war games, when he starts typing in the shit into the thing and the nuclear computer starts spinning.
Kind of like your old cassette tapes with the damn reels.
Yeah. Like somebody's trying to load a movie into the reel, like the things are spinning, ticker tapes flying out. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I bet that's what it looks like. I know that's what I'd make it look like anyway.
Oh, exactly.
It's
But
probably the size of a USB thumb drive, though.
no, but that was his question. That was their question. They were like,
Okay.
"Hey, you need to ask Eric that because they want, because they look at, like I said, I look at a lot of the news and a lot of stuff that's going on from a biblical standpoint. I go, okay, how does this fit into the scenario if this happens? So,
Hmm. Yeah.
and
And
it's
to go back to everything that we believe in on this show, right? If I walked up to Joe on the street and we were having a great time and a blast and we were just, chatting it up and he was an atheist, we'd still be having a blast and we'd still be chatting it up. We would just
oh,
not try to push each other's beliefs on each other, right? Same thing with
oh,
the trans
exactly.
community, LGBTQ uh, IA.
I
IA, right? Yeah, IA. Did they purposely not make it AI? Because
probably I would see somebody actually sat down and said that.
that's why
For
they put the
those of you
plus
who
on the
don't,
end.
yeah, what does it? Do you remember what it stands for?
Intersex
Is it's
and
an
a uh, asexual. What was it?
Is it asexual? I know it's intersex and something.
Intersex. I remember the intersex because we made a pretty funny joke because we're old and we're dads. Inter not much intersex these days. It's asexual, agender.
Hmm,
So
get it?
whatever. They're
So
gonna they're
yeah,
gonna take every damn letter. They might as well just they're just gonna be like, hey, it's A B C D E F G H I K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z month.
they're gonna take a. They took, like I said, they took the rainbow from God's covenant. God made that as a covenant demand, and it's in the Bible that He would not flood the earth again like He did during the days of Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's funny that they took that.
And they put an
So
etc. at the end, just
exactly.
in case they need to add more plus.
But that's why I asked that's why I think that's why they asked what's your worldview too, because the Bible actually teaches that there's a 7-year tribulation coming. He's there. The Bible actually teaches this. He's coming back. We can get into this later, but there's a rapture of believers out of the way, and then all hell on earth breaks loose. 3.5 years are called the tribulation. Of the second 3.5 years is the great tribulation. So then he comes back after those 7 years to rule and reign on earth. So a lot of things that happen, people look at it and go, okay, how does that fit in?
Yeah.
That's all it was.
But again, even if your friends and all these people that were texting you, asking me what my beliefs were, and they were very against theirs, I bet we could still have a conversation, have a beer together.
No, they wasn't against. These are actually the friends like you and I. They can have conversations.
That's what
They're
I
not.
said. Yeah. Even if
Yeah.
they did, even if I gave the exact answer, opposite answer, what they wanted to hear, I bet I
Yep.
could still go with you and have a beer with them. They wouldn't give a
Oh,
shit. They'd be like, I
you.
can't believe you believe that, you son of a bitch. And we move on from it, right?
Oh, pretty much. You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
You
I
could.
just wish we still lived in that world, man. I still
Man,
wish
that
we lived in
world.
that
That
world.
I got a feeling that world's gone and we're never coming back
Yeah.
because that.
I don't. Although there'd be some, well, and we probably start a war over that too when Jesus shows up and he's a white guy. And everybody's like, "Oh, I was wrong." Oh, and then riots start because or whatever Jesus is. Look, I don't care. I don't care if he shows up and he's a black woman. It don't matter to me.
I mean, well, I can the Bible says he's a male. He's a male, but Everybody talks about he's white, he's black, and what. He was from Israel. He was born to a Jewish mother, so that makes him Jewish. So he's Semite. He's
With a
Arabic
great
looking.
tan.
Exactly. He may have a great tan.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be Arabic looking. He was born over there. He ain't the white man you see. Sorry, he's not.
I don't know who started it.
Uh, who
Who did?
knows?
I wonder if you Google it if they say that. Who's the
You could
first
probably
person?
Google. You could
Who's the
probably go.
first person to depict Jesus as a white male?
Yeah, I believe he has a beard because most of the people over there have beards.
And have razors.
Yep.
first ever depiction of Jesus. Of a tornado is the second one. Jesus is first. Oldest known portrait of Jesus found in Syria and dated to about 235 shows him as a beardless young man of authoritative and dignified bearing. He's not white in this picture.
Yeah. He
looks like a convict, actually, if I'm being honest.
Well,
but
I mean,
yeah,
like he said, who needed help? Was it the sick or the people that were well?
Yeah. Again, at the end of the day, I don't care. right? If I go to an emergency room and my leg's dangling off and I need it reattached, I'm not gonna. If the Indian doctor walks in, I'm gonna be like, nope, I need a white doctor. No, because I
No,
thought white leg doctors were white. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I know.
or
I agree.
actually should have done that the other way around. If some like white female walks in and goes to fix my leg, I'm not going to kick her out because I just assumed all the best doctors are Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or male or whatever. No, it's 100% agreed.
Yep. So whatever, man.
But
Look,
that world's gone, my friend.
But I live a drama-free, easy life because it's still not gone from my household. That's all.
I'm pretty much drama-free too, which is what I like.
Until next week when I bring my daughter on here, boy, it's gonna be fucking blazing guns and shooting and fireworks.
Bring her on! I can't wait to hear this shit.
I'm just gonna have to tell her, look, you got to be able to take it, though. You can't just give it. You got to be able to take it.
Yeah, you got to be able to take it, and we got to be able to talk like we're talking. It's not,
And just know that when we stop recording, we just go back to the way we were because we just argued some shit for 40 minutes and we were done. That's it. So yeah, I will. I'll message her as soon as we get off of here. See if she wants to be part of this next week.
Yep, cool. Everybody show up next week for the fireworks. So hopefully she shows up, and then
I just hope not. I just hope that not everybody's totally pissed off when she shows up and she's black, because she is. In case nobody knew that. I know it's okay.
It's okay. Who cares?
Don't matter to me. But all right, brother. Well, look. Let's see. What's this? Nothing really big going on. Events wise in the U.S.
Other than it's Father's Day weekend, so all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day.
This is Father's Day weekend?
Yes, this coming up Sunday.
Awesome. I got 3 kids. Didn't even know it.
Yep.
Cool.
And it's sad the way I remember that is because the U.S. Open golf tournament is always played during Father's Day weekend. So
that's not sad. You're eventually, as you get older, you're going to need more things like that to remember stuff. So
you're probably right. Hell, I need them now, but yeah, I just know because the U.S. Open's going on. That's Father's Day weekend. So yes, this Sunday's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to you, Eric, and everybody else out there listening.
Happy Father's Day to you too, brother. Right, I was thinking about renting a dumpster and cleaning out my backyard this weekend. Hey kids, it's Father's Day. You kind of have to help me. Sorry.
Exactly. This is what I need.
Yeah.
So yeah, get your daughter on. We can go head to head, but at the end, we still love each other.
That's right. It'll be fun, man. It'll be fun. I'll bring her on, even if we just bullshit for a few minutes, even if she doesn't want to talk about that crap. But she will. Okay. I promise you. If you could see her Facebook, I promise you, she's got some things to say. So, all right, brother. Well, hey, until next week, it was great seeing you again, and we'll pick this up again, same time, same bat channel. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.